just tonight. Yes, the rough sleepers in one city who are off to university this winter. The University of Nottingham and a homelessness charity are setting up an emergency shelter to offer accommodation to people who live on the streets. Some students will also be helping out, and they're now making final preparations to open their doors next week. Well, our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball is there for us this evening. So Jeremy, hello to you, and well, I must ask you, how's it all going to work?
Well, and this is one of several rooms which are going to be opened up over the next few days. This floor here is going to be for women who are currently sleeping rough. And just follow me in here. Have a look at this huge room here. They're going to put 4 camp beds in here. Each of them will have its own table and its chair. Importantly, they'll have big dividers between them to help maintain people's privacy. And it should make a really big difference. Down and out, the most extreme form of homelessness. Life on the streets in the depths of winter can be deadly. That's why charities and churches used to run these emergency winter shelters, but COVID means it isn't safe to accommodate people like this. So now the University of Nottingham is offering an empty building rent-free. Several large rooms will be screened off with space for 22 rough sleepers, with student volunteers on hand to help homelessness workers.
It could well be a first. This is going to enable us to put people into bubbles, so it won't be like the previous church halls. The big difference this year is that it's going to be a 24-hour service, so we'll be able to provide more intensive support and hopefully move people through quicker.
When the pandemic started, rough sleepers were all offered hotel rooms, but that funding, called Everyone In, has now come to an end. And there was a novel solution from this charity in Derby, these COVID-safe pods with space for a handful of people sleeping rough.
The pandemic has made providing emergency accommodation very challenging. Ideally, what we would like is to be able to provide one room with ensuite. There's always the possibility that somebody tests positive for COVID, so we will have space in the house which we can put people in to isolate.
That move from the streets to the university campus is expected to begin next week, offering warmth, food and shelter and help to find a permanent home, vital support for the next 4 months. Well, one of the big things about this is the chance for students to get involved, and the man in charge of that is Mohammed, who's the community officer here. Good evening, Mohammed. First of all, what are students going to be doing here?
So there's loads of ways that students can get involved, from meal preparations to cleaning to just befriending the people who are going to be staying here and making sure they have the best time possible. This
is a new project, of course, but you are already working with homeless people in Nottingham, aren't you?
Yes, I've been working with one of our student societies, soup runners, who twice a week go out and take food into the city centre to feed the homeless community.
Now this, of course, is a chance for students to put something back into the city where they're studying. How important do you think that is?
So it's really, really important for me personally. It's really important to a number of our students, and this is just another way, another opportunity that we can give them to really give back and give something to the city that gives us so much.
Mohammed, thanks very much. Good luck with it. And within a couple of weeks, Sam, this place should be buzzing. It should look really different.
Oh, that's fantastic. Jeremy, thank you very much for that.